Mafia bosses who once controlled Las Vegas are long gone, but their ghosts are about to be resurrected. Federal prosecutors in Chicago are working on one of the largest and perhaps last trials of organized crime kingpins in America, targeting some of the men who pulled the strings in Las Vegas during the darkest days of mob influence here. At least 18 unsolved gangland murders could finally be solved. One former Las Vegas mobster says he's ready to tell the court what he knows about those crimes. Frank Cullotta has been in hiding for 25 years, but he surfaced long enough to give an exclusive interview to the I-Team's George Knapp.
Do you think of yourself as a hitman? I mean,
not really. I guess if you kill one person, you're a hitman. You know, I don't think of myself as a hitman.
But hitman or not, Frank Cullotta did kill people on orders from the mob. He murdered a Las Vegas man named Jerry Listener in this house on Rawhide and left the body floating in the swimming pool. Cullotta won't say how many others he may have killed, but it's more than just Listener. When things began to unravel for the mob in Las Vegas, everyone was expendable, even the other members of the Hole in the Wall gang, like Ernie DeVino and Joe Blasco, both of whom were slated for death, and the boss himself, Tough Tony Spilatro, who was beaten to death in front of his brother Michael, and then both were dumped in a cornfield. Even though Spilatro okayed a hit on his pal Cullotta, Cullotta still winces when he thinks of the brutal way Spilatro died.
I know Tony was a violent person himself, and I know he killed a lot of people, hurt a lot of people. But I grew up with this guy, you know, and I mean, I just don't think I could kill. If I had to kill him, I couldn't kill him that way. I would have just shot him.
The murder of the Spilatro brothers is one of the charges now facing 14 mafia figures in Chicago, including longtime mob kingpin Joey the Clown Lombardo, the boss to whom Spilatro reported. Cullotta thinks Lombardo had to okay the Spilatro murders, as well as the murder of the mobster who botched the burial of the bodies. He's pretty sure a mafia soldier named Al Taco was also in on the hit, and that the upcoming trial just might be the end of the line for the Chicago mob.
I would think it is the end. I don't think it'll ever be as strong and as organized as it was.
What about certain Las Vegas mysteries? Who tried to kill Frank Lefty Rosenthal by planting a bomb under his car on Sahara Avenue? Contrary to law enforcement suspicions, Cullotta says it wasn't Spilatro, for the simple reason that if Tough Tony had done it, Lefty wouldn't have escaped. What about their former lawyer, now mayor, Oscar Goodman? Might he have anything to fear from a tell-all book by Cullotta? Did he ever cross the line?
He's just big mouth. That's I got nothing to say about him. Yeah, he's a flamboyant guy, and he's got the right job. He's got the right job. He likes everybody to see him and hear him.
For the record, the mayor is no fan of Cullotta's either and says the former gangster is a notorious liar. Former Strikeforce prosecutor Don Campbell, who helped turn Cullotta from killer to witness, says Cullotta's testimony was critical in the conviction of numerous mob figures. But he scoffs at Cullotta's suggestion that the Hole in the Wall members were modern Robin Hoods who only stole from other crooks.
Like hell, they were the absolute scum of the earth. They would turn on themselves or anyone else. They would rob their own mother if they thought that they could make a buck off of it. Absolutely despicable human beings. There was absolutely no redeeming qualities.
Cullotta says he's a much different person since going straight. He owns a business in an undisclosed town and says some of his new neighbors have figured out who he is from seeing old TV footage.
They know that I'm a changed guy. I live a legitimate life. I don't harm nobody. They don't feel uncomfortable around me. As a matter of fact, they feel protected. Don't ask me why, but they feel protected around me. They like me.
George Knapp, Channel 8 Eyewitness News.
Frank Cullotta's tell-all book is slated for release in late April. The Chicago mob trial is expected to begin in May. If you want to hear more of Cullotta's exclusive interview, including his comments about the killer they nicknamed Lurch, you can see it on our website, lasvegasnow.com.
A new report